Now, in the true spirit of psychological test, I will not declare the trait that I'm talking about. But of course, before we end the discussion on that para, I will tell you. When somebody says something, you're almost likely to agree with him. You never doubt the credibility of what your colleague is saying. You neither want to test the source of his information. You rarely make a fuss of what data you're supplied. You always looking to score over others with an extra information or an extra logic that you have. And normally you hold yourself in a perfect, ultra perfect disposition. You normally hold yourself in perfect and ultra perfect disposition that you are right. Okay. So miscellaneously, depending on whether you say yes or no, they're negative questions, they're positive questions, all we are trying to understand is whether you are agreeable. Ni, how less are you argumentative? Because, like every philosophy, this personality model believes in goodness of people. In goodness of people. There are times in the future discussion you will see that some of the traits, high level of traits, would disqualify you from a certain role. There will be upper limits also. It will disqualify you from playing a certain role. But that's for the advanced discussion. As I said, there's too much of mathematics, too much of coloration, too much of spectrum lights involved in understanding the personality. I love it, therefore. I love those colors. I love those numbers. I love those pistons going up and down. I love those twisted algorithms. More of that later. So that was about being less argumentative or being agreeable. The next trait. If someone needs a favor, you're most likely to be approached. If office colleague has a problem, he will speak to you, and thus his problems start vanishing. You are a most wanted company for people to share their emotions. People do not mind coming to you with very stupid, sometimes unspeakable problems. They trust your bona fide of mothering. You are seen as a model of pleasantness. You're seen as a model of pleasantness. That's being approachable. That's being approachable.